what would you say to the engineering side of folks, especially new engineers that are coming in? What are the benefits of paying attention to code quality and test coverage and that area of your job?
Yeah, I think one of the benefits is that you can write code that it's easier to change. When you ship a feature, you try. We've all done that where we try to make it cool or we try to make it magic, and because we're just trying to implement like this pattern that we learned about and stuff. But at the end of the day, you'll learn within your career is that if you can write it as simple as possible, even if it's not super performant, even if it takes like more files to ship it, if you can make it as simple as possible, and if you can write tests, and if the tests are easy to write, then you're on the good track, because next time you need to make a change to it, you can go back to it like a year or 2 years after you wrote it, read it, and be like, oh, okay, yeah, there's not that much magic here. I understand what I did. I see the test suite. I see that I tested the edge cases, and now I just need to change it to meet another business requirement. So, um, I think simplicity is the key there. It's like to try to so all these Ruby gems will help you achieve something like that, and will guide you. I really like Rake in a way because you can run Rake on your code, and it'll compare your code to a database of known code smells. It'll tell you like, hey, you have these code smells in here, so you might want to change it so it doesn't have them. And another thing that you will learn is like about code smells, because I don't even know all the code smells that are out there. I
Yeah,
will go and run Reek on my code, and I'll learn a little bit about it. So if you want to get better at writing simple code, I would recommend using something like Reek to guide you in the process.
that's Reek, REEK, not Rake,
Oh
RAKE.
yeah, yeah, Reek,
Right?
REEK. Yeah.
That is what you're talking about, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Um, so yeah. I'm wondering too, um, what kind of benefits that you would see for kind of senior level programmers paying attention to this stuff. So for junior level guys, it's really good for learning, discovering code, learning how to write better code. What benefits can the senior level um, developers pull from things like this?
I think it's the same. It's like sometimes as a senior, sometimes you think that you're writing something that doesn't have any code smells, and I still write code that has a ton of code smells. And I think I think you can learn a lot even as a senior developer using these tools. Another thing that you could learn from Skunk is like, I really like this one actually. There's a way to use Skunk to compare your branch against main, so you can actually compare it and see if you're adding a lot more um, smells, or are you making the project better or worse.
Right.
Usually, you'll see that the skunk score is probably going to go up a little bit because you are adding complexity if you're adding a feature. But hopefully you're also adding like enough tests to cover your new feature. Another thing that I think is useful for any developer at any level is to have some sort of threshold for the test suite to say, if you're adding a feature, if you're changing something, if you're fixing a bug. um, Sometimes in some projects, what I like to do is to add some sort of configuration to the test suite that says like, if you are decreasing code coverage in the test suite, um, it won't let you merge it. It will just say like, hey, you are adding this code as dropping the test suite percentage from like 75 to like 74.5. So maybe don't do that. So that's one piece of advice for senior developers.
Yeah.
If you like this clip and want to watch another one, you can click right here. Or if you want to watch the full video, you can click here.